How we doing, kids?
Doing good.
Let's slap a number on this.
This is episode 312 of SlapperCast.
312. That's an area code for like some porn. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. We're at the woodshed today. We've been working hard. Need to commend the chaps here. Everybody working very hard. Everybody came in with their homework done. I was really looking forward to people, not having their homework done, so we could call you out online, but that's not the case. Everybody came in with homework done, and anyway, this section, lucky for you kids, is going to be very, very short because we got more work to do, and we also have everybody's favorite god of travel, Doc's Irish Music Tours.
Yes.
We got him on the program today talking about this is our 11th annual tour of Ireland, and we're bringing young Frank of the Hill.
Hello.
Yeah, we're bringing Frank. We're also bringing Turbo. We're gonna call him. What do we call you now? You got a new name after you saved the day.
A new
you saved me. Yeah.
What'd I do?
You saved me from prison. Remember?
No, dude.
No. Well, I'm gonna say
The Godfather. That's the best I could do.
yeah. Well, Godfather. Yeah, that works because my Godfather used to
Boss hole.
used to play the no, never. You scratch that from the record, Your Honor. But my Godfather used to play Find the Quarter. Where you put your hand in his pocket, find the quarter, and there was no quarter. There was a hole in his pocket.
Yeah.
It's like ah. Anyway, so yeah, Godfather, that fits. And then of course St. Chadley of Cece. We got and then there's one missing. We're also bringing Jeffrey Aloysius.
Yes.
Monstrosity Duncan.
Heck
Yeah, we're bringing him as well.
Monstrosity Duncan.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah, we're bringing Jeff with us as well.
And his parents.
So yeah, but they're not going to play with us, Chad. As much as we'd like them
Well, yeah.
to. As much as we'd like them to. His beautiful mother, Kathy, and his it's okay. His father's okay. But yeah, in Canada, the men marry up. That is for damn sure. I mean, Peter is a good-looking man, but Kathy is far beyond. Anyway, enough about that. So we're gonna, later on in the episode, we're gonna talk to Doc. I'm gonna put everybody on the spot here. Chad, I'm gonna start with you. What are you most excited about this year on the tour of Ireland?
Oh, in Ireland? Oh, God. Well, I'm looking for, because we keep talking about doing the personal, Devlin tour, and we've never been able to put.
What does that mean?
Together. Well,
What does that entail?
Getting to see, showing everybody where you grew up and your places, your stomping grounds in Dublin area.
You excited?
Absolutely.
Usually when you and I, when we get to Dublin, we were like, let's go. We were all off doing other things.
Yeah.
And so we always talked about, I really want to do this time, is to go, you do a walking tour with me on the camera, and we go to see the rock, what's it called? The cellar, rock cellar?
The sound cellar.
Sound cellar.
Yeah, I'm not, hopefully that'll still be open. Yeah, Tommy, the owner, was sick, but.
Let's just do it like a walking, everywhere we go, not just Dublin, but in Killiney and all these other places, and just get this all documented, because that'll be something that, it's going to be useful every year. I just think it's going to be really great. So I really loved, we had a lot of, I was the last time Jeff came with us and his parents were there, we were up on Killiney Hill, right by the bay, back in 2009.
Yeah, we had a
2016.
personal escort.
Yeah,
We had Councillor Cormac and my lovely sister Maura.
That's right. Yeah, we had almost your entire family was there.
No, not the entire family, Chad. There's 8.
Almost.
That's not even close. Not even close.
Almost half the family.
We'll talk numbers later. So what are you most excited about?
Personally, my 2 brothers coming.
Yes.
Your twin brother and
My little brother Craig.
wow, Kurt and Craig
Yeah.
and Kevin.
That's
Turbo, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's go with that.
Yeah. The Craig, I'm excited because I don't know if he's going every day, but he's been texting me about every couple days, pictures of him at the gym. He's like, I'm coming for you. I was like, no, you're not. I was like,
no, he's not going to catch Turbo.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I was like, bring it on.
But he's a dedicated.
Yes.
I mean, he puts his mind to
his
something.
body's built like that. He can get jacked. Like,
yeah.
I have to really fight.
This is going to be the shirts off tour.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be the shirts off tour. It's going to be
it's
going to be insane. So what do you sorry.
One last thing. I'm really hoping that Kurt maybe doodles with us, plays us something.
Oh yeah.
Like, that would
he's
be,
going to.
That would
no
be
question.
Cool. Yeah.
No
Even
question.
if it's just farting around in the lobby. Like
no. It'll be no. guaranteed.
It's been a long time since I've played with him like that. And
that's gonna happen. Cool. That's gonna happen. Yeah.
So that's more of my personal thing, but I just like going over there. It's just
you're home, McSherry. Yeah.
It's fun.
That's gonna happen. Be most excited about.
I'm just excited about the fact that I'll get to go to Ireland for the first time. Never been to the country before, but only seen pictures. Looks like such a nice place. And
but sorry, go ahead.
I'm especially excited for the fact for the people to see the big red horn.
The big red horn.
Yeah. And get some reactions from those people in Ireland.
Well, you were on a terror watch list. This is why you couldn't go there.
God, that's right. But thankfully, I've been cleared of that now.
Well, it's
I did my repentance. Did said sentence, and now I'm all good to go again.
Well, the problem there is they thought you were that priest, Frank Sartain, father,
yeah,
and that then turned out we just mistaken identity. But
that's right.
Yeah, but
I was a Chuck E. Cheese the whole time. Just mind my own business.
At least,
playing,
keep your receipts.
Ninja Turtles and playing the games. Yes, keep your receipts.
Keep your receipts. That's all I ever say. So I'm most excited about this tour. Is like we were talking about, retracing the steps of my youth and talking about the bands and the music that without this stuff, without this, without Thin Lizzy, without Horselips, without Rory Gallagher, Gary Moore, and then of course the Pogues and the Irish traditional music. Without any of that stuff, there's no Blaggards. And Blaggards has been, it's been my main job for over 20 years, and to go and just kind of light that fire or relight that fire, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And then of course, we get to take all these friends that we've made over the years. We get to take them on this trip and show them and share with them our, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful time. So I guess without further ado, I think what we should do is we should introduce you or reintroduce you to Doc, and let's reinforce why you should be with us in Ireland 2025, October.
All right.
What say you?
Let's do it.
Let's see. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Yes. Cheers.
Right.
See ya.
See you later.
All right, here we go.
Oh, geez. Fire that shit up. I guess we're turbo free.
I guess so, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, look who we have in the room. Finally, the world traveler himself. Woohoo! Dennis, a.k.a. Doc, a.k.a. God of Travel. Let me ask you a question. Who do people say you look like?
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you this now. And I hope to God you take it as a compliment, because I only mean it as a compliment. But Aid Edmondson, the young ones, Vivian.
Who?
Aid Edmondson, Vivian from the young ones.
I don't even know who that is.
Brilliant. He's a brilliant comedian. He and Rick Mayall were Rick and Viv from the young ones back in the day. But you're present day Adrian Edmondson. Just
Okay.
FYI. You don't get told you look like people all the time?
No.
Oh wow. Yeah, you
Say
look like
they say I look a lot like myself,
Yeah.
Striking resemblance from the camera to in person.
Yes. So how are your travels? You've been in New York, you've been in the Caribbean, you've been.
Yeah, I went down to check on everybody south of the border, and everything's fine down there. Went
Good
up to
stuff.
New York. I was in New York this past weekend. It was lovely. Yeah.
Cool.
Just did a show on Saturday. Went to see Hamilton.
Oh, nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And just did a shit ton of walking around and ate very well.
Oh, magic. What's your favorite place in New York? I know that's how long is a piece of string. What's your favorite?
My favorite pub in New York would be probably the Long Hall.
Where's that?
It's similar to the Long Hall in Dublin. It's kind of it's kind of a copy on that. And restaurant wise, I just love the steakhouses there.
Yes, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Chad also used to live in New York. Chad, do you have a favorite restaurant
Don't say McDonald's.
No, I did. They're all gone. There used to be a restaurant. I've talked about it before. There used to be a restaurant on 7th Street and 2nd Avenue called Kiev, or Kiev. We said Kiev, which was a Ukrainian deli or restaurant, and they were fantastic. Pierogies, potato pancakes, all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was my favorite place, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah, there's some. I mean, it's an incredible city for restaurants. I remember I'd met this guy in Ireland, and his uncle was a member at Waterville. He used to visit as a kid, but this one time he gave me his number. He said, "If you're ever in New York," about 5 years later, I happened to be in New York, and I gave him a call. This guy owned a Vietnamese restaurant. He owned an Australian restaurant, and he's from Dublin. And it was like, well, interesting.
He sounds like a terrorist.
Yeah, he didn't go with the Irish take or the American take, and yeah,
Interesting.
that city.
So what do you cook as an Australian? You know, do you cook like insects and
Kangaroos,
kangaroos? Yeah, lovely.
koalas
Yeah.
are delicious. Yeah,
Wallaby salad.
you just give them a little cuddle before you eat them.
Oh, yeah. So 2025, we're here already. Can you believe it?
Man, it's coming quick. I tell you that this trip is flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
another couple of weeks. There's a few spots left on the bus, and that's it.
Yeah.
And we have to make a decision where to go from there.
Yes. So what have you heard about the visa?
Well, Ireland isn't a Schengen country, so we're good.
Okay. Yeah, I
Where-
got it. Sorry.
Going to Scotland. If you're going to Scotland, you can fill it out.
Okay.
We're good on that. Yeah, everything else. I mean, the usual procedures are in place.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, as a professional yourself now, as I call you the god of travel, what jumps out at you this year? What's special about 25?
I love the start of the trip this time around. Whereas you're not going straight into the city. It's going to be more. What would you say? More of a personal touch because it's where you're from, and taking them out to County. People don't realize County Dublin is absolutely beautiful. Out around Holt and Malahide, and just beautiful, beautiful towns out there and villages, and it doesn't get seen because you're 20 minutes from the middle of the city.
Yeah.
I think this is unique. I think it's going to be great for people to see the Egyptian tombs on top of Killiney.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The obelisk. Yep.
Yeah, the only place in Ireland with Egyptian tombs,
Yeah.
pyramids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been in so many. It's so iconic, from My Left Foot, from the Daniel Day-Lewis epic, My Left Foot. Stop, brilliant.
That was brilliant.
Oh yeah, highly
Best Irish
recommend.
movies ever.
Yeah.
Really was one of the
Yeah.
best Irish movies of all time.
Well, now of course you're a lot younger than I am, but those scenes of Dublin, those scenes of inner city Dublin. I was very, very, very wee at that time, but I remember that. I mean, I remember the smells, I remember the colors, and that was so beautifully, rebuilt.
Yeah.
And the story was so retold. But My Left Foot, story for another day. I want to grab you here and just shake the Irish out of you, because I'm giddy about this one. Chad and I have talked about. Chad, how you doing? I haven't even checked in on you.
I'm doing great.
All right.
How are you? Yep.
All right, good. Yeah, Chad and I have talked about this for a long, long time, personalizing the tour and also adding a little bit of my youth into the the stories are best told when you lived them, So we wanted to kind of relive that thing, and we talk about Thin Lizzy and Horselips and Rory Gallagher and Gary Moore and all these amazing musicians and brilliant, and all this stuff has kind of come out of the woodwork since we've spoken to you last, Doc. We've on the last tour, we met a young fella out of the north of Ireland called Stephen Ferris, and he's just a massive Horselips fan.
That's
And
right.
got me on the phone with a couple of the lads, and just it's equivalent to to speaking to the Almighty. When you get to speak to these lads that wrote the book on Irish rock.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to just personalize it a little bit more. We've never been that band that jumps on the bus and just looks out the window. We want to give you a little something. This is what separates us now from a lot of the other tours that we've seen. Just another great one is the Byrne Brothers. We got to play with them up in Montana. Brilliant band, family band. And they do the same thing. They do the traditional, a very traditional.
They're able to put a play on Dublin and Donegal very well because of growing up there. And the good thing that Tommy literally has played in every town in Ireland. Back in the day, I mean, he played weddings all over the country. Touring bands. And, it's very special when you can put just a little special touch on it that's unique to the group, Because there's hundreds of groups go to Ireland every year like this, and they'll do their straight, very simple. You can put it together in 5 minutes. That's old after one try. So that's kind of that's why it's nice to shake it up, keep it interesting, and change the locations really.
Yeah,
that's like this one with Killiney and Fitzpatrick's Castle. I think it'll be a great little touch.
Yeah. So then, as usual, we tell people this is going to be the clip. I'm going to throw you back on the spot here, but so we need what to bring, what to pack, and what to cash to carry, and again. We're probably gonna take this clip because you're looking like a movie star there and all tanned and all buffs and look, oh my, stop it. I'm gonna
it's pretty hot, right?
Yeah. The porn site may be down in Florida, but it's still red hot.
Come on, it's on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
We'll keep updating on the hour every hour.
Yes, right. There you go. Refresh. Yes.
So lads, let's just go to clothing. That time of the year, you're talking like 50 degrees. It could be wet every day. You could not see rain, but it is going to be chilly. Definitely err on the side of layering the clothing. Everybody's going to have a rain jacket, but it's just easier when you're in and out of the bus to attractions that you're not, you just have easy mid layers and a jacket and just be able to take it off nice and quick when you're hopping on the bus for your cocktail or whatever. As far as comfortable shoes, of course, because there's a bit of hiking in this one. You're going to want to bring a couple of $100 or a couple of €100 in cash is fine. Everywhere takes credit card. The only places you need cash is for tipping, really. And they're very much gone like us here. Everybody's paying with cards. So not every place allows American Express, so just be careful to bring a Visa or MasterCard. All merchandise that you buy, in the craft markets and the tourist shops, tourist traps, you're going to want to get a VAT return form. And you can do all that when you get back to the States. Or if you have a lot of time at the airport, you can fill out the forms there. You get 23% of your spend back. So it's a nice little present. 6 weeks after your vacation, you'll see it in your account.
Yeah, it adds up. It adds up quick. And then, so the other two things I'm going to ask you is the adapter. We definitely need the adapter. Charge your phones.
Everybody needs 2 of those. Yep.
And could I get you to just run down? Could I just get you to run down the itinerary, which we're going to snip out and run this? And so this is Blaggards 2025 Tour of Ireland, worldwide Tour of Ireland with the God of Travel, Doc.
Howdy. All right. October 27th. Everybody's going to land in Dublin Airport. You know, a lot of people are going to want to come in the night before just to get accustomed before the jet lag. Driver guide in the arrival hall. Going to head for Dalkey. We're going to County Dublin this time for the first 2 nights. And we're staying in Fitzpatrick's Hotel. So it's going to be an evening of leisure on that first day. Following day, guided by yours truly, Patrick Devlin. We're going to have, what are we going to see? We're going to see the resting place of the legendary Linnet at St. Vincent's Cemetery. Do some hiking in the area, maybe a stop in Malahide. And Blaggards are going to do a gig that night, which is still to be decided, I believe, right?
Correct.
Okay. Following day, we're keeping the breakfast a little later on this trip, give people more time in the morning. So like 9 o'clock breakfast, 10 o'clock departure. Going to head for the Wicklow Mountains, Glendalough, and onto Kilkenny City. Going to check into the River Court, which is right there beside Kilkenny Castle. We'll work on a gig maybe in Matt the Miller's that night. The next morning, that'll be the opportunity to go to Kilkenny Castle before we depart at 11 o'clock for Cork. Hit Blarney Castle. For those who've seen it before, they can go to Blarney Woolen Mills or just go to town. And, you know, whoever wants to kiss the Blarney Stone, they can get that out of their system. And that night, the Old Oak, which is obviously your stomping ground. And that'll be a fun night.
Yep.
And the next day, heading for Killarney, a little later breakfast that morning. We're going to do 9:30 and head for Killarney around 10:30. You know, everybody's going to have an evening of leisure. That can be, you know, golf in Killarney. I know a few people golfed on the last trip, I believe. So golf in Killarney. You can go fishing. You can go, what else have we? Horse and cart ride through the National Park to Torp Waterfall, Mucker's House. There's Killarney Brewing. Tons of stuff to do in Killarney, but you know, we can do that on an individual basis with everybody. Whatever they want to do, we'll make sure they're taken care of. Next day is the Ring of Kerry, so a full day on the ring. We're going to do a little bit of off-roading kind of around the halfway mark, and we're going to head to Portmagee, take a boat out to the Skelligs. The Skelligs, a World UNESCO Heritage Site, and of course, Star Wars.
Yeah, nice.
We'll have a bite of grub in Waterville before heading back to Killarney, and Blaggards will perform in Reedy's that night. Following morning, leaving Killarney at 10 o'clock, visit the Cliffs of Moher and head for Galway after via the Burn National Park. And when you arrive in Galway, the group will check into Flannery's, and that's a one-night stay in Galway because of Westport the following night. So breakfast in the hotel, head to Clifton at 10 o'clock, visit Clifton Castle. Like I said, you have Alcock and Brown landing site is right there. There's a little museum, plaque and stuff like that. Go in and take some pictures and continue on to the village of Cong. With Cong, you have the Quiet Man Museum. You have lots of Quiet Man stuff around the town.
Yeah, I always thought that they should do like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but they should do the Quiet Man as that, you know, dress up in characters and shout at the screen and scrap and, you know, have a big fight in the middle, you know. But again, that's why.
Maybe you should keep that idea to yourself, you know.
Well, that's what. Yeah, that's why I'm in rock and.
That's your genius right there. That could be your genius find right there.
I was going to say that's why I'm in rock and roll and not in Hollywood.
And just in general, it's an absolutely beautiful town. So people can spend some time there before arriving in Westport, check into the Clew Bay Hotel and the farewell gig in Westport.
The gigs.
And the next morning, it's all over.
That's right. We all go running back.
Yeah, back to Dublin Airport bright and early. Some people might just choose to stay up at that farewell gig, which isn't a bad idea either.
That's the beauty of doing it this way. In the past, we used to do the flights and do all this stuff. Just a nightmare. Now everybody comes in a little early, stays a little later, and there's, you know, but it's also great too. A lot of people leave on the same, you know, on that same day. So you have that camaraderie again of leave. But it's just been tremendous the friendships that have just exploded through this. These people that, they're just delighted. And of course you have a knack, not just because you're brilliant at what you do, but you also have a great knack of finding the people that with the best hotels. We don't stay in crap hotels. We don't stay in alleyways anymore. So it's nice. It is the trip of a lifetime, and we do our very best to have there's a couple of little bells and whistles now that we're leaving off because they're not exactly nailed down yet. We don't want to give it but again, this is easily one of my favorite routes so far, because like I said, in the past we talked about adding the Irish rock to it and then just personalize it a little bit.
I mean, when you talk to real rock fans here, from the 70s and 80s, and
yes,
you mentioned Phil Lynott, and I mean, just the history of rock music in Ireland is massive.
Absolutely, and doesn't get the attention it deserves. It's these people are world renowned. You ask anybody about Rory Gallagher, ask any of the guitar players. I mean, these monsters, they all say Rory Gallagher. It's shocking, But Gary Moore. I mean, Gary Moore is.
I was texting with Alex Lifeson, the guitarist from Rush, and I sent him. I first sent him a screenshot from Rory Gallagher's guitar sold at auction.
Yes.
So he told me that Rory Gallagher, he said he doesn't let just anybody touch his guitar. He goes, he asked me to play his guitar. I was like, wow, that is awesome. He goes, I've held that exact guitar.
Gosh.
That's incredible. Yeah. He's a beauty though, that guy Alex. He's just the nicest guy. So
well,
cool.
that was the latest. Of course, it wasn't a current, but that was the latest interview that I stumbled across because it was a Rory. It alerted me because there was Rory Gallagher mentioned. But they toured together. Rush opened for Rory early days, and then Rory opened for Rush, later days, and he and Alex and Rory became. And I know this. Forgive me for repeating it to you, but people just don't. They just became, great friends, and would send each other books and send each other. It's just amazing. But the reach of that little island. The musically and the impact that it's had on the planet has been is just astounding. You're breathtaking.
Incredible. Now we do have an identity for having the traditional Irish music, obviously, which is huge worldwide, and that's probably why people kind of forget some of the best rock bands in the world have come from Ireland.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody in the world knows who Tin Lizzy is that was born before 2000.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
U2, obviously, everybody in the world knows who U2 are.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah. Well,
who are they?
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
One album, okay. I'll give them that.
Yeah. But I mean, think about it. If it was Switzerland, and they were yodeling, and they had St. Patrick as their patron saint, nobody give a fuck. It'd be out the window, So it is the combination of the traditional with the with just the talent that's been it's been thrown out of there. So let's do this again. Let's touch base again. Like I say, I sorry, am I still on there? My computer's
you're still on. It's
yeah,
you're good.
You're good.
You're good. Keep rolling.
Right. Sorry, yeah, I'm good. Anyway, so so Dennis, we'll have you back on here. We'll do this again because my I just want to nail down a few more things so we can we can have it. But and also we appreciate you coming on here to because I know that you've got your chauffeur business. You've got your two princesses that you chauffeur for that's your main gig. So so I appreciate you coming on here and doing this. Let's obviously
call for sure.
Yeah, contact this god of travel, and let's get this let's get this tour. I want this tour to I want this tour to be the one that we talk about for a lifetime.
I believe we will.